and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails. Guys, I don't really know how this is going to look, how it's going to turn out, how long it's going to be. People have been asking how I scout my opponents, and I wanted to make a video. My opponent is maybe not the very best one to choose, though. I mean, maybe. We'll see. So, here, first off, I'll show you guys this. This is the DSR bot. This is something, if you go in the video description of this video and any of my other videos, you can find a link to my Discord server, and in the Discord server there is a place for you to use a bot for free. So you can run this report if you want, as long as you have your opponent's ally code, which you totally, absolutely do. So you just type it in here. You have to register first. It's pretty easy. You can just look, ask someone on the server. It's really easy, totally free, and it comes out with this report. So it tells you things like what their GA stats are. My opponent is pretty low on lifetime banners. We can't take that. We can't take it for granted, though. We can't just assume that he's going to be weak. I think the biggest stat in this group, you can see, his undersized wins are pretty low. Mine are pretty low compared to some of the higher end players, but how you do it opportunistically, he does not really do that often. He likes full squads. So here's the thing, guys. I should rewind just a tiny bit. My philosophy isn't just brutally looking through all of his history and like tallying up how many things he has used in the past. Like that is interesting and it's helpful, but people also change their defenses a lot. Like, it's not predictive. What it does is it shows tendencies of people. So and that's what I like to do. I like to see, are they skilled on offense? Do they just throw everything on defense and hope they can just beat you that way? And it kind of shapes how I do it. I like to place a pretty strong defense, but I do tend to place a defense based off of what my opponent's tendencies are. Now, that's no guarantee that it's going to work, but that is what I tend to do. I like to see what he has weaknesses for, what kind of things kind of shape the way he is going to play, or at least as much as I can predict. So anyways, what this undersized wins shows me, he's not super duper confident on offense. He also has not as many defensive wins, which means he probably keeps a lot for offense as well. And then, yeah, his lifetime banners aren't great, but that could just mean he ignores 3v3, or he took a couple months off, or whatever. So it's nice. It's a nice thing at a glance, but it's not an indicator of a transcendent or non-transcendent player. So let's see if I can untilt my camera a little. Okay. So looking at his mods, he's got good mods. Gear 13, he's got an advantage there. That's not something I like to see, really. I have more Zetas. Doesn't really matter, though. Let's see. So I look at their Darth. You can run it for different characters. I don't really look at this that often because I don't like to use my Galactic Legends as I don't know, as counters to theirs usually. And in that case, it's not that relevant. Like, my counters, I'll rely on them being faster anyways. And if they're way, way faster, I still have a lot of mitigating things that I can do that make it matter way less. So, yeah, mods, he definitely has me beat. Except for plus 25, I don't know what's going on there. That's pretty random. Just crushing him though. So, let's real quick just look at his roster. And then we'll go back. I want to show you guys something. It's kind of like the lazy man's way. That's why I like DSR bot. I'll show you guys in a minute. Okay, so I believe this is his, actually. So I won the last match. Here's this guy. First, I look at fleets, and really the thing I look at stars on capital ships. So it looks like he has 6 stars on Finalizer, which is fine. It's fine, a lizer. I'm not that funny, I realize. And yet I laugh at my own jokes, so it's good. And alright, so he's got it. This isn't going to be a super viable ship on offense. Really, like it's not an amazing capital ship anyways on offense. Like at 6 stars, you really it benefits so much from that 7th star. That yeah, it's probably not that great. The only other thing I really look at here, and I know some people get more in depth on their ships, but I look at the piston speed. So that's good. They're not blue. If they're blue, then we have to start planning a little more. Okay, so then there's a speed. You need 152 speed on Biston's U-Wing to be faster than Anakin and his Edda 3, Edda 2, whatever number it is, his Edda ship. So like 5s will always be faster, or at least sometimes. But, so 5s will go, and then Biston can go, and as long as it can go before Edda, regardless of the combination, then it's good. So 152 is what you want to look for. He does not have that, so his rebel fleet is not nearly as threatening now. So we know his rebels aren't going to be amazing, though Akbar is relict, so that's interesting. He only has 3 galactic legends. You can kind of click on this and see. Not just kind of, you absolutely just can do it. The other thing a lot of people like to do, I find it less useful, but you can click on speed. And so this just organizes them all by speed. So like Darth Revan is 303. So really doesn't have that many really fast characters. Like I have a couple bounty hunters at 309 and 310. And well, this isn't a good indicator, but like 306 on Rex. Like Rex is still gonna outspeed him because of his kit. But let's see how fast Thrawn is. 313. Okay, so that's the cutoff kind of. There's not these characters. Ooh, Hermit Yoda is a great one to check actually. 317. I thought maybe his Jedi Knight Luke he might want to be running his Jedi Knight Luke with Hermit Yoda lead or something. I don't know. Or Jedi Knight Luke with Hermit Yoda in there so that you can immediately get the Master's Training thing. But no such luck. Let's see how fast his Jedi Master Luke is. Okay, fast enough. And let's see. So a couple other things I like to just look at randomly in his roster. I like to look at his Imperial troopers and see how much of a threat they are. Because if their Piet is fast or their Stark, then okay, so no speed mods. That's awesome. Yeah, okay. You can tell he doesn't take his troopers seriously. Like they're not like this super legit counter in his mind. Like they exist. Obviously, he does have some relics on them, so that's great. But that's probably just for his Sith Eternal requirements is all. So clearly he doesn't take them super seriously, and that's nice because they can be a really strong tool. We can look at Night Sisters. Okay, so they're kind of invested in. Speed on Spirit is not the best choice. She's not very fast anyways. Good. Okay. And then Jedi do bear looking at. So I need to stop having them all by speed now. Here's the one that I really want to look at. So Jedi Knight Luke. Ooh, okay, so he's got really low speed, so that tells me he probably likes to run Jedi Knight Luke on defense. At least sometimes he likes to have that option, or at least his guild does. You never know, but it seems like this might be something. And keep in mind, I don't know what we're gonna find here, guys. I haven't actually done any of this scouting previously, so it's just an adventure for all of us. See if we got lucky and he's an idiot. He's not. I would love it if he had his leadership Zated instead of his special. Alright, and he doesn't have Ki-Adi-Mundi. That's nice. If I go to the finals, the guy I face in the finals will have 7-star relic Ki-Adi-Mundi. Yuck. Alright, so he does have Jolee. The Jolee is actually a decent test. Alright, looks like he knows something. Let's see what his tenacity is. Oh, he's not that high. What's this? So it's this crit avoid. Only 30. Okay, so he doesn't know about the Jolee trick. Alright, that's good to know. So his mods aren't aren't super high level. All right, and that's about it. Oh, the other thing I've been checking ever since they changed the way the TM works is will my Han shoot first? So I just recently added a speed arrow to mine, and okay, so his is slower than mine by a pretty significant margin, which means if we want, we can use our Commander Luke team on defense. If depending on, we'll see if he uses the Grievous counter or not to kill Commander Luke. If he doesn't, then we might be safe to put that on defense. So then he has to use something good. Or I might want to keep it for the feat. We'll see. But let's go back real quick to the bot now. So we're going to do all our other research off of Galaxy of Heroes itself. Now, when you run the DSR bot, the cool thing that I like, the thing that I like more than Hotbot, is I can just click on this link, I can click on his name, and it immediately takes me to this guy's GAC history. Now, let me show you guys something. A lot of you already know this. I've showed people this before, but let's see. So we'll move this down so you guys can see the URL at the top, the address line at the top. And we don't have it, we can't do anything yet. So what we want to do, we'll click inside here, we'll just click on round 2, it doesn't matter which round. Now it changes the equation, it says equals 42, that's week number 42 that they started tracking it. If we hit 38, then it'll take us to their most recent week of 5v5, which is way more telling what their tendencies are. It's only been a month, and a lot of people will just do the same thing they did last month. So the big question is, did they have Jedi Master Luke in the last round, and how did they use it? Yeah, how did they use him? How did they use their other combos? So on offense, it looks like they use a really interesting this is a really interesting Vader comp, and it's not that efficient. 49. It looks like they barely escaped. Oh, this is an auto deploy. Let's we're not going to look at auto-deploy. That doesn't do anything for us. Though, interestingly, it does look like the guy, regretted his decision and attacked some and got some banners. Look at that, Wampa with Traya. Huh. That's really funny. Okay, so poor guy, he's like, oh, shoot, I forgot to attack. Okay, doesn't matter, though. All right, this one is way more close. Looks like they both actually deployed. So let's look at this. So looks like he saves Supreme Leader Kylo, which isn't that surprising. Okay, so General Skywalker on Grievous. That's good. That's really good. 53 banners for a really good team spent on Grievous. Grievous isn't that great. Okay. Use Palp Lead to kill. This is a really strange. I think I would use Vader. I think I would avoid using this comp at all against this. Alright, so questionable decisions here. Now a Traya team against a pretty bad Mothra team, and it looks like Traya just got wiped out. Pretty bad, actually. Interesting. I mean, they won, but for 52 banners, not great. Used Commander Luke against Jedi Training Rey, which is fine. I mean, this is the best version. This is the version I place. Got 56. Oh, that's great, actually. That's wonderful. I mean, he won, but he stole 4 banners and his Commander Luke team. That's kind of a win. He likes to use Rey in the mirror match. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's see if he keeps doing that. If he does, maybe we place Rey up front and just try to... I mean, if our Rey loses, that's totally fine. I mean, 50 banners for that. Now, another thing, it looks like this guy attacks about 2 hours after it starts. At least this time, he attacked 2 hours after GAC starts. So that's nice. Hopefully he'll do that to me tomorrow. Now, okay, so his opponent placed all 3 Galactic Legends. So this guy, maybe he scouted him. Maybe that's why he took all of his Galactic Legends. Well, he took 2. We don't know if he has Jedi Master Luke yet. But he does have Darth Revan as well available. Alright, and then Negotiator. Oh, nice. Okay, so he uses Negotiator and Malevolence on offense. That's great, because we don't want to have to take Negotiator. So, we don't have to fight it. Or Malevolence, for that matter. So, on his defense, what does he got? He's got... Ooh, look. I called it. Look at that. Jedi Knight Luke with Jedi Master Luke and Watt. This team, and then a bunch of healing. This team is really tough to kill, actually. Like, even with Sith Eternal, this team, you can time out with Sith Eternal pretty easy if you're not careful. I need to make sure I have a team that counters that. I don't even know what I have that does counter it, in fact. I'm gonna have to think, because they have the Luke. This is a really strong team on defense, actually, especially because Luke is there with 153 speed, so it makes your whole team that fast. Like, that's tough. And it looks like the Palp team, they didn't even get that close to taking out Luke. And it looks like Luke killed them. You know what? If I was to take a team like this, against this, I would take Vader lead, so that Luke would stack all the damage over time, so eventually we could get a culling blade off. So, you know, interesting. Now, he placed Kira, Nest with Vet. This is a pretty good squad. His opponent was bold. Ooh, really bold. These Geos probably have an advantage here, but not... There's like a million things that can go wrong here. Like, Kira lead makes them all way stronger, and then there's AoE daze here. There's AoE ability block. There's an AoE that you can just spam, and this guy can stun and hit super hard, especially considering all of the Geos. Whew. Ooh, that guy was... I'm gonna say brave, because anything else might be an insult. Jeez, that's crazy. All right, and then okay, so anyways, don't care about what his opponent placed, or did. We care about what he's placing. So, Kira team with Nest. This is a good team, actually. This can steal banners, and it did. 5 banners, at least. I still think Geos is probably a high percentage win there, to be clear. I do think that there's like a 15 to 20% chance that team beats you, though. If things go wrong, if it piles on itself, it can get ugly real quick. So, anyways, he plays his Geos on defense. That's not too scary. That one GL team, oh gosh, that's an ugly team. I'm gonna have to research that. Bounty hunters, but they're not gonna be fast bounty hunters, and it's Bosk lead. I mean, this team can do well, but it's not gonna be fast. Like, we could use troopers here. We could use troopers without using Piet, so we can use Piet elsewhere. That would be nice. So hopefully they place that a lot. General Grievous with L3. We need to see if she has her Zeta. Night Sisters. I mean, they're okay. And then, so his opponent finished him off here. Places Finalizer. Okay, 6-star Finalizer. So he's just trying to make the most of that Finalizer, which is actually not a bad plan. It steals some banners sometimes. And then Thrawn. Finalizer and Thrawn. Interesting. Like his 2 worst fleets, probably. And then a Mothra team that you can use Nest against. Good. Okay, so let's look at round 3 here. Real quick. Ooh, okay, definitely. So we're going to look at the previous round as well. Looks like he lost a Ray Mirror against this. This is pretty random hodgepodge, too. Like, Stormtrooper Han. Like... I don't know. This is a pretty tanky team, though. It's pretty tanky, so if you can't chew through it, if this Ray just keeps spamming Lifeblood, which maybe Vander and Barriss make it so that it's hard for her to actually get any of the Annihilates. Because this guy quit. Apparently he's just making no. Alright, that's good to know. So he's using Night Sisters against Grievous with Newt. Again, Grievous with Newt. So he lost with Night Sisters against... last time he had Night Sisters on offense, or on defense. Now he's got him on offense. So he does change up his defenses sometimes. It's good to know. Again, he's attacking at the right time, I think. This is like This is right like 2 hours after, so that's good if he's consistent about it. We can have some more information. But yeah, he makes questionable decisions against Grievous. That's great to know. Wow, we used Treya against Geos and barely won. Whew, barely won. And he used a full team too. Like I said, he doesn't like those undersized things. So maybe Geos are a good team to put up front. I'm guessing Grievous needs to be up front. I think maybe our front line needs to be Ray and Grievous. But we'll see. So, more... Alright, so Padme kills Night Sisters. So we probably want Night Sisters on offense anyways. Because they can do some work. Used Commander Luke against Bounty Hunters. And... Alright. So I don't see his Kylo anywhere. Supreme Leader Kylo on offense. Oh yeah, I do. Ooh, he lost? Okay, he lost with his... That's really interesting. Kind of want to look up his opponent. And I can't. I don't know those symbols. Damn it all. I want to see if they're Vander, what gear level Vander is. It's an interesting defensive comp that this guy's really struggling against. Used his full bastard Darth Revan there. These guys just finished off the Grievous team. Finally, Jedi Revan does the trick on Rey. Whew. Rey with Stormtrooper Han. Maybe I'll try that this time. It's kind of interesting. I don't use my Han for anything anyways, really. Not often. He used General Skywalker on Mothra. And he did use Troopers. He tried to use Troopers, and he failed. And he failed on Nest, and then finally killed Nest. Wow, so ugly round for him. Let's see what's on his defense. So once again, he's got Grievous. The guy used Supreme Leader Kylo. Nice. 63 is so satisfying against that team. Now he's got Geos. Once again, he's got the Luke team again. Yeah, look at that. They ran the mirror, except it had General Skywalker and Jedi Revan with Watt, and still timed out. Whew. My guess is that they barely, like if they had like 5.5 minutes, they would have won. Wow, okay. Well, that's rough. That team's good on defense, apparently. I wonder if maybe we should just set it sometime. Maybe next week. But... Alright, places Bounty Hunters again, not fast. Places Mothra team, again, nestable. The same Nest Kira team. A Phasma team. Oh, instead of the Night Sisters. Great. Phasma's even better for us. And then finishes off this Luke team. So it sounds like the mirror doesn't really work against the Luke team. Interesting. Good to know. Okay, so we've seen everything we can see for this week. Oops, totally clicked on the wrong thing. Alright, let's look at week 41. Oh, not 41. We wanted to be at 38, so we want to be at 37 now is what we want. Alright, so again, Supreme Leader Kylo on offense. Oh, and he just used the mirror here. He cleared... Oh, that's right, because if he has Jedi Master Luke... On defense, he doesn't have... So he's taking Jedi Knight Luke away, so you can't use Jedi Knight Luke as a counter to Supreme Leader Kylo. Oh, I don't think I like that much. For our own use is all I'm saying. So, anyone I know? Oh, guy on my shard. He lost to the guy on my shard. Interesting. Not that you guys care, but... What else does he have? So he has he has General Skywalker do the mirror match, so he doesn't trust his Commander Luke counter. That's good to know. He uses Padme with 3PO even. Wow. On Night Sisters. And then... So he did win. He won all three. Looks like this opponent didn't attack. Alright, that's fine. Rey mirror match. Again, ugly banners. Again, he attacks at the same early time. Okay, so Geos. Uses Trey against Geos for bad banners. He's not an efficient player, that's good to know. He tried to use a Palp Vader comp to take out Grievous, doesn't work. So he does make poor decisions against Grievous in general. He doesn't quite know how to handle it. It's great to know. Alright, against full bastard Darth Revan, he used... Oh, he does have Jedi Knight Luke on offense this time. Okay, so he changes things up. Let's see. Grievous. Yeah. And then same... Oh, he used Rebels against Finalizer. That doesn't necessarily... He might have just thought Rebels beat Finalizer better. Alright. Looks like this guy... Let's see what... So we don't get much information. So he still uses Grievous and Geos. Alright. Once again with the mirror match. 52, man, that's like money. This is a little later attack. It's like 4.5 hours in. Uses full Padme against Night Sisters for good banners. Uses Revan with Luke. Okay, so he probably just doesn't have Jedi Knight or Jedi Master Luke yet, is my guess. I don't know. Beats the Padme team with it. This is a pretty expensive Padme counter, actually. Uses Luke into Rey here. Uses General Skywalker into Grievous. Yeah, alright. Definitely placing Grievous today. Wow, okay, Darth Revan into Bounty Hunters. It's a rare undersize for him. And then a full 5-man Kylo team into Mothra instead of just doing a solo of it. Interesting. Why wouldn't you just solo it with Supreme Leader Kylo? That's weird. And then he has Rebels on offense. Okay. Alright. Let's just look at one more and then we'll place defenses, okay? Let's do it. So, once again with the Rey mirror match. He loves that Rey mirror match. Alright, so Rey is definitely going to be up front. We're doing that. And then he uses Supreme Leader Kylo in the mirror as well. We're probably going to put Kylo in the back, though. That's my guess. Alright. And then... Okay, so we'll actually get to see his defense this time to see if he's been placing Jedi Master Luke or if he's just recently come to him. Like in the final week. So... Use Traya against Mothra for 55. Like that's fine. I'm considering actually I might just take my own Mothra team. Okay, just a random scoundrel build. He really likes Palpatine lead with Vader. I wonder if Vader even has his Zeta. Well, let's see. And then First Order, he uses Darth Revan. That's fine. Uses a 4-man team to beat a slightly worse Jedi Training Rey comp. And suffers for it. Good. And then he can't quite clear fleets, it looks like. So he won the Negotiator mirror match for good banners. Though it's not the same Negotiator build as I have. And then he struggled with Rebels. I just struggled against Rebels. That sucks. I just recently struggled with Rebels too. I'll have to tell my buddy on Lashard that wow, we could get matched sometime. So we couldn't clear. Now on his defense, good. Bounty Hunters again, that's consistent. Geos again, that's consistent. Grievous again. Night Sisters. Phasma. Kira Nest. Mothra. And then on defense, he does have Malevolence. Now that can be a little worrisome. That can be tricky. We need to... I mean... I can beat Malevolence. I guess I do have Radis. Radis will beat Malevolence. Alright. Tell you what, guys. I do actually... I know I said I don't... I want to look at one more week, though. One more week. So it looks like it's going to stop being as useful. But let's just look. And I only want to look... Oh yeah, just fun to see. Rey mirror matches every time, every single time. Alright. So, what do we got? Geos, same Kira team, same Grievous team, same Bounty Hunter team, Mothra team. Jedi Training Rey is on defense this time. That's a little different. Making sure I've clicked on defense, yep. And then, oh, he's got his Luke, Han, Chewie team. He's got his Luke Chupio team on defense this time, and his opponent couldn't clear it. Okay, so he's not incapable of doing that. Let's see what he's got. Oh, for a second I thought that was Rey. I just wanted to see. Oh, that's Jedi Training Rey. Yep, Rey Mirror. All right, all the way on that one. Geos, Kira Nest, Commander Luke. So we need to have a plan to beat that Commander Luke, especially because we don't have... I guess we'll take our own Commander Luke for offense. That's fine. Grievous, again, Bounty Hunters. We can just use Troopers. I love that. Especially because they're slow. So slow. Jedi Training Rey, we can use something on that. Okay, so he keeps everything on offense. Eventually he's Jedi Master Luke. I'm curious to see what he's gonna do there. Okay, so good stuff. And now let's go back, guys, and start placing some defense. So I don't like to change my defense too dramatically, frankly. I don't think that's wise. I think because you need to have your set teams, your comfort zones of being able to, like, I'm always going to keep Vader for offense, for instance. Probably going to keep General Skywalker, even though I don't need 501st necessarily. It's just good to know what to take, So let's see. All right, I have Shore Trooper now, so I can... We said we're going to do Rey, so let's do Rey. Let's do a survivability build. That was the one that defeated him. And it's something that's cheap, because I don't use these characters very often. So I can use Stormtrooper Han here. And I don't know, the one I'm skeptical of, I don't know if I want to spare Barriss, because she can do some work. See, my opponent's pretty strong against Padme. He knows how they work, so I probably don't want to place a Padme squad on defense. Alright, so we could do Barriss. And then what? Like L3 would work. Oh, I want to do Smuggler. Yep. And then... What? Should I just totally copy what they did? I mean, my Vander's not that great, frankly. Gear 12. Though... Rey will be putting Lifeblood on him. He'll be a little tougher to kill. And I'll have a pre-taunt, so I'll have Lifeblood. Maybe we just do this, because he does have his Zeta. He has okay mods. I don't know. The only one I don't like gone from here is Barriss. What else do I have that I could put in here? What other tanks? I'm not going to do Jedi Training Rey, because she's too good as a lead. No Old Ben, he's too good. Oh, we could just do Holdo. Why don't we do that? Bunch of tanks. Yeah, because I'm not going to use Holdo anywhere else. And frankly, he's going to use the same team regardless. I'll see Stormtrooper Han and Vander and L3 and Rey, and he'll just be like, yep, gonna click. And we'll get like 52 banners or something. Okay, we'll do that. And then, before he has more information and can make good decisions, we we're gonna put our Grievous squad in. So this is risky because Grievous is really good on offense as well these days, but I don't think he's going to place his Commander Luke team on defense. If he does, we'll just have to use our own Commander Luke to mirror it. Or there are other teams that can beat it as well, but let's see. What are we looking for? We want Newt. Not a Newt, the Newt. Should probably put more relics on him just to make him a little less squishy. Okay, so makes bad decisions against both of these teams. Let's put them up front here. I don't expect them to hold. Now the real question is, so he's going to be probably placing like, because you can see how slow his Jedi Knight Luke still is. My guess is because it worked so well for him that final week, he's going to want to test it this week as well. So I think we keep Sith Eternal on offense this time. That being said, he has shown a propensity for using Supreme Leader Kylo in mirrors. And actually this Kylo team, this specific Kylo team that I'm going to place is actually, I've won like half of the mirror matches people have thrown at it, which isn't a huge sample size, so maybe it's just not going to work this time, but people fail against it more often than not in the mirror. So let's, we can place that. And then the other team in the back, we'll come back to it. Maybe we'll put Geos there, because he likes to throw Traya against Geos. That's nice, because we can steal all the banners. Now up top, he will use Commander Luke against a Jedi Training Rey team. I wonder if we just take a little slightly worse Jedi Training Rey team. But no, I don't know where the Resistance heroes would go in that case. So we'll make him use Commander Luke on that team. Maybe we do something like this. Maybe we put that squad in the back so that he's more tempted to try something ill-advised against them. Well, what? He probably wants to use Vader. He'd probably use Vader against... He's not that confident against Galactic Legends with Vader. So the things he uses him against, he uses Pal Bleed anyways. I'm just wondering, like, what could we do to kind of deter, what could we do to mess with his Vader comps? Like, what's another team? I don't know. I feel like there's something we could be doing here that we're not. I don't know, like my biggest worry is if he places his Commander Luke. I would love to place my own Commander Luke in the back here. I think that would work. If he places his own, it puts me in a really tough spot. I don't know what team I would use to counter it. Like, because even General Skywalker isn't safe. Like, I don't know what team I would use. Like, maybe, like, Jedi Master Luke isn't great against them. Yeah, alright, so we can't drop Commander Luke. Not this time. We either gotta put Grievous down or Commander Luke. We can't put both. I think that's gonna generally be our rule. So let's do in the back here. I guess I could put like a Darth Revan team. How fast is his Darth Revan? I think it's like the same speed as mine. I don't remember though. I know, maybe it's significantly slower actually, come to think of it. Let's see, Darth Revan, is it like 300? Yeah, 303. Great, so he's not going to be able to mirror me with that. He'll probably have used his General Skywalker up front on my Grievous squad. So why don't we put our full bastard Darth Revan down here in the back? Because I don't have any plans for his use anyways. I guess it would be nice to have him available to take out that Luke team if I use Sith Eternal. I don't really care. Let's do it. So let's just place this. He might be able to beat it. I mean, he will be able to beat it, but this is a pretty good combo. So now we've got 2 Galactic Legends, we've got a couple good squads. Now we can put in a couple filler things like, I don't know, not filler exactly. Like, so he's gonna struggle. Oh, this is Territory War Attack from way back in the day. What am I doing? 5v5 defense? Alright, so I know I said that about Padme being weak on defense. She might still be an option though, frankly. Let's put Geos down. And let's see, we could put, yeah, let's put the Rey Resistance Hero Bros. And then, so these are all teams that Commander Luke can counter, so he's gonna have to choose. We could put Mothra down. I don't have a good Mothra squad right now. And frankly, he doesn't put good defenses down. So we need to make sure we're putting good squads in. Like, I'm almost tempted to just put the full 501st down with General Skywalker. I'm worried that I would need that for something else, but like that Luke team just has me worried. So I think we could put Padme down. Let's see, his Thrawn is faster. I don't know. I think we just put Padme down, is what I think. What other teams might I place? I could put First Order down. That wouldn't do anything. Just use Vader against it randomly. Yeah, my Mothra team is just not good. Let's look at it. Yeah, so the team I would want would be all Gear 12, basically. Except for Mothra herself. Yeah, not ready. Not ready. I think we put Padme down and call it a day. They'll use Jedi Revan on it, and that's fine, I suppose. I don't know what he's going to use on my Darth Revan. Probably, no, he won't use Supreme Leader Kylo. I don't know what he'll use. This will be interesting. And then on defense, I'm just going to place something pretty standard. For me, anyways. Oops. Let's see. I only do 3. People always ask me. I know it screwed me a little bit in the past, but the fact is most fights don't get drawn out up to the 4th, and when you put the 4th in, it becomes really unpredictable what your reinforcements are. All of these reinforcements are pretty good. Anything beyond this, it's like if I put Clone Sergeant in, he would probably come in first. I don't want that. He's worthless. He really is. These are the ships I want to come in. So I'm good with this. And then we do Tarkin here. Just throw in some Empire madness. Save Gauntlet for a potential malevolence in the back. And then I do like to put this guy just to be annoying. Same thing with the ships. That way I'm also preserving 2 ships that I could use on offense if I need it. So anyways, guys, that's my defenses. I'll show you guys how I did at the end of this video and just see what kind of things my opponent did if he fell into our traps. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I guess this isn't the end of the video though, so I'm not gonna tell you how much I prevail. but in case you're wondering, it's in all things. All right, see you in a minute for you. It'll be like a week-ish for me. Hey everyone, it's been about a week since this fight, and so the results are up on swgoh.gg, and I just wanted to show you guys what the results were. I don't remember the match perfectly, or I especially don't remember all of the conclusions that I drew from my scouting, but you guys will have to just see. I mean, this is more of just like a fun, like I showed you guys how I do it, and now you guys can see what the results are. So without further ado, let me make sure that you guys can see everything. Okay, yes, you can see my opponent's name here. It's the same guy, and here's his attacks on my defenses. So I did end up winning by a pretty good margin. Excuse me. And as you can see, my Rey team that I put up in front with just the random stuff, he actually just tried a mirror match of it, And yeah, so I put this out. He tried a mirror match and he timed out. So my Vander Chewy here is just hanging out with full health and protection. That's pretty cool. And then he actually failed against it. This was a big surprise. He failed against my General Grievous squad with his Jedi Revan. I don't know what happened there. Honestly, I think that that's a poor choice in general to have Jedi Revan lead instead of Basti lead. Basti lead's way stronger. So we had to use General Skywalker there to beat it, which kind of leads to a cascading effect. So then he tried... I don't know what he was doing here. He tried a Palpatine lead to take out Rey. Like, Piet or Vader or Thrawn. Either any of these three would have been better than Palp. I have no idea. So we tried to kill him. Had to use Supreme Leader Kylo on Rey instead. And now that I'm remembering, guys, so you remember how I was saying my opponent makes poor decisions against General Grievous. And this was one of them. Like, he doesn't quite know how to deal with Grievous, and that's why I put Grievous up front. I wasn't sure if he was gonna what he was gonna do. Obviously, I had no idea he was gonna use Revan, but like that's the kind of scouting. Like, it's good to see what their tendencies are and what their predispositions are, not just that they are not just that you know exactly what they're going to place or whatever, because I don't think in my scouting, maybe you guys maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I don't remember him ever using this team against Grievous. I just remember in general him making poor choices about Grievous and how to counter him. So anyways, then he had to used a bad Vader team against Rey. Like, you can tell he's just not that comfortable with the Rey, or with the Vader counter to Rey, which is why we placed this kind of Rey team down, because of the predispositions. And then, look at that. So I think I called it that he was going to use Traya against my Geos, so we got 55 here, which, I mean, that's pretty acceptable in general. He did use, this was a surprise, he used his Jedi Training Rey team to perfectly mirror, well, I guess these two aren't perfect mirror, but one way or another, he got a 60 on him, so that's not great. I'll have to look at that and see. Maybe his BB-8 was just faster, maybe that's just a matchup that the AI always loses if you mirror it perfectly, I don't know. Then he used a really weird, a really weird Commander Luke team without 3PO to counter my Padme. It still worked, but I apparently got in a quick shot against Akbar and killed him. And you guys remember my opening statements about how he always goes in with a full squad, and he mostly did that. He didn't with this Supreme Leader Kylo, but at the same time, do you really need 3 guys plus Kylo? Maybe you do, because there's no Hux or whatever to just kill lone Rey. I don't know, but the fact of the matter is, like, I feel like we got a pretty good read. So, and then he did try, he had a slower Darth Revan, but he was out of teams because he was making poor decisions up front. And anyways, I don't, gosh, I'm sounding like I'm so hard on my opponent. This is just a cool thing for me to be able to show you guys, because you get the right read, and you can really just mess with your opponents. If they make one bad decision, the wheels can kind of just come off. So, he did kill Darth Revan, but then the rest of these guys persisted. Then he used a team with, like, Rose in it, and apparently they couldn't quite finish everyone off, so Malak persisted. And then my Supreme Leader Kylo in the back. Well, he couldn't clear that. He tried to use Padme to just kill a couple characters, didn't work. Used the team to try to kill Malak, didn't work. Apparently, that's crazy. It's a pretty weird team, anyways. And then Hux to kill Malak and called it good. So overall, pretty good thing. They never ended up clearing my Supreme Leader Kylo. This is their last attempt on it, was just Padme, and that's it. So a couple good moments, couple bad moments. Got a pretty good read. And I mean, the title of this whole thing is how to how to scout against a mid-level player, not against like a transcendent, amazing top-level player. So never, this is no indictment of my opponent or anything. I mean, there's a ton of mid-level players who have a passing interest. Like my opponent played and made some good decisions, made some bad, and we were able to capitalize on it. So one way or another, guys, I don't want to keep this video going for too much longer. I hope you learned from it. I would love feedback from you in the comments, if it was good, if it was too long, if whatever. Would love to hear what you guys think. So one way or another, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.